Atura abatio. Awio. Amoyeo. She speaks to present Pan Butter Press. Diritulo Beneo. Minuapuo. Tenere labire. Tenere kepanwase. Minwao.
Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. Now, how you doing? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How everybody doing? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the cost of private school in Liberia. So if you are in the United States or anywhere else and you're thinking about moving to Liberia and you have school-age children, this video is for you. The prices are not for the faint of heart. If you're in the U.S. right now and you are enjoying the privilege of public school, mama and papa, when you go to Liberia, you got to pay. You got to pay something for your child to have quality education. Considering that Liberia is in the 10 top poorest countries of the world, these prices sometimes almost don't make sense. But who am I? I'm just here to report the news so you can have an idea of what it will take to make sure your child does not fall behind if you intend to move to Liberia, and to make sure your child has quality education. So I'm going to give you the prices of 3 different schools. We're going to talk about a local school. And when I say local, it's not in an insulting way. We're going to talk about a more local school that has more affordable prices, a place that if I couldn't afford the other ones, I definitely would be sending my child there. So we're going to talk about a more local school that's more affordable. We're going to be talking about the high end, and then we're going to be talking about the middle. And the middle is actually where I sent my daughter when I was in Liberia. And a lot of you guys would ask, because I did a couple of videos where it was first day of school videos and people would be like, where your daughter going to school? It looks so nice. And I wouldn't answer, of course, for safety reasons, because she was currently going to that school. She's not going to that school right now, but I would highly recommend it. And I will reveal it in this video along with the prices, since a lot of people wanted to know. Okay, so first school we're going to deal with is the high-end school. If you have children who are used to Western education, American education, we're going to talk about the American International School of Monrovia. It used to be called ACS. Now it's AISM, but it used to be called ACS, American Cooperative School, long time ago. And that school used to play, all the other schools in Monrovia, they used to play basketball. They used to play with JJ Rawa. They used to play this. So they used to mingle. And a lot of the expats, children would go there. It has become more Liberian over the years. A lot of Liberians are sending their children there. It's not just an expat school. So we're going to talk about the prices, and we're going to talk about the good that I've heard about it, and then not necessarily the bad, but some things you need to take into consideration. One good thing that I've heard about this school is that they have a very good STEM program. And if you don't know what STEM is, where is STEM? Science, technology, I think engineering and math. Is that what STEM stands for? Somebody help me. Let me find him. But I think that is what it stands for. And let me make sure I'm saying it right. So anyway, I believe I'm saying it right. So it offers a very good science, technology, math program. And if you're really interested in that for your child, if you think that is the future for them, if that's a major, they're interested in engineering, creating things, how things work, then this would be the good school for you. However, I'm going to talk about the prices. Now, the prices, like I said, some of the prices not for the faint of heart. So you got to pay for your child to have good education. So tuition for early education grades for 3 to 4 year olds, the price at ACS, or American International School of Monrovia, is $11,445. Now, these tuition rates for this school are based on the 2020 and 2021. I could not find the most recent one online. So if this was 2020 and 2021 school year, you know they've probably gone up a couple of thousands by now. Kindergarten price is $18,775 a year. Grades 6 through 8 is $19,615. And then grades 9 through 10 is $20,875. So that's $20,875 a year for grades 9 through 10. There's also a one-time fee of $5,000 or $2,500 for ages 3 to 4. The rest of the school paid that one-time fee of $5,000, which goes towards like the facility, books, technology, computer lab, things like that. So that's a one-time fee. So what I would say that would maybe hinder me is that I don't believe that they have a strong biblical foundation where they pray, they have devotion. And I'm used to that in my Liberian schools. I like to see devotion in the morning. I like to see them doing that on Fridays or praying or things like that, chapel. So I'm not sure if this school has that. And I heard that they don't have that strong presence. And so if that's something you're interested in, that might be a hindrance in addition to the cost, because $20,875 when the average Liberian makes $150 to $200 a month. If you put that in perspective, it's too high. Now, if a company I work for was paying this, it would be okay, but it's too high. But who am I to judge? If you can afford it and you want to do that, that's great. And I'm sure with this school, there are a lot of opportunities for international higher education, like college and whatnot. Okay, so the next school, like I said, more local, but not local in an insulting way. This school, I have attended 2 of their graduations, and this is an excellent school. These children are very well spoken. This is not a lot of expats. These are Liberians born and bred. And these are families who work hard and want their child to be competitive and to have a good foundation. This is the Alexander B. Cummings Model Science and Technology School, which familiar is called ABCMSTS. And it got a fun song, ABCMSTS. It's on fun. So this is a 2024-2025 tuition breakdown for the year. If it goes from 7th to 12th grade, and this is the tuition for the year. 7th to 8th grade is $762.50. 9th grade is $837.50. I don't know where that 50 cents is coming from, but they want that 50 cents. 10th grade is $900, and 11th grade is $1,000. 12th grade is $1,150. Keep in mind, these prices are for the year. And so this school, for a school that's born and bred Liberian, the teachers are Liberian, they have an excellent principal that I know, and they hire top tier Liberian teachers. And this school is it's focused on STEM, also science, technology, math. This school, they do science projects, and I think they've won science fairs all over the country. And so this would be a school where if you are going the more local, more Liberian route, you could go to this school and it would be affordable. And like I said, the parents that I've seen that take their children to this school are hardworking Liberians. Some of them are on installment plans. They're just doing the best they can. I mean, they're not, that I know of, they're not rich, but they want their child to have a good education. So if you wanted a route that is cheaper, more local, this would be an excellent school. Once again, it's the Alexander B. Cummings Model Science and Technology School, ABCMSTS. Now here is the drum roll. So the next school that I'm going to be talking about is the school that my daughter attended 1st and 2nd grade, and it was an excellent school. It is Heritage International Leadership Academy, and we call it HELA. Excellent school. And I'm going to go over the tuition for the 2025 to 2026 school year. Now, I'm not going to lie, the tuition, it can hurt me too, but because I knew that it was quality education, because I knew my daughter was not falling behind her Western peers, it was worth it. Yes, it hurts me. Registration for this school is $550. Not easy. So here's the tuition, 2025-2026 school year. For preschool, for the year, it is $3,500 to $4,500. Grades 1 through 4, it is $5,000. Grades 5 through 8, $5,500. Grade 9, $6,000, and these are all in USD. Grades 10 through 11, $7,500, and grade 12 is $8,000. Annual registration is $550. Monthly lunch is $100 to $125 a month, depending on what grade you are. Learning support, which I assume is tutoring, is $350. It has a strong academic reputation, very strong. I think their academic reputation surpasses the American school modern curriculum, but you will have that international level pricing. What I can say is I don't think that their STEM program is as well developed as the American school, but I think academically you have a stronger foundation. The children from that school, when you hear them speak from Gila, some of the children hadn't even traveled, but when you hear them speak and articulate and talk, you would think these are well-traveled young children. I would recommend Gila without a doubt. That's where my daughter went. When we go back, that's where she's going to go. Love it. Love it. They have family night. They have parents night. I was the PTA secretary. Yes, I was. It was a loving community, and a lot of the parents became friends because we just kind of stuck together. So Gila, Heritage International Leadership Academy, I would definitely recommend. And because I know somebody is going to ask me this question, why are the prices all in USD? I don't know. Call the school. I don't know. The prices are USD. If you want to do your own conversion, find out what a Liberian rate is converted, and you get the LD prices. But the prices are in USD, and that's what is on the school's website. So that's what I'm reporting. Somebody will always ask me, why Liberia got USD? Why we can't use Liberian dollar? Call the Ministry of Finance or the Ministry of Commerce. I have no idea. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So anyway, those are the three schools we did. The American School in Monrovia. We did Alexander B. Cummings Model Science and Technology School. Try to say that fast 3 times. ABC MSTS. And then we did my favoritist. I know that's not a word. My favoritist school in Liberia for young adults is Gila. We did that school. So those are the prices. If you're thinking about moving to Liberia, thinking about taking your children, consider that you will have to pay. Mom, Papa is not free. This is Joy from She Speaks Too. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you later.